Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jyoti Dogra, and in this video I'm going to talk about a very requested topic, which is how your mother-in-law will be. Like, I have been talking about this in many of my videos, how your spouse is going to be, if you will be having a love marriage or an arranged marriage, when your marriage will happen and stuff. But today topic is one of the requested videos that I get from married women when they start feeling problems, when they start getting problems from their mother-in-law. So yes, there are some indication in which you guys can very well judge the nature of the mother-in-law you will be getting, and so that you can be prepared for the good or for the worst, and you know how to tackle the situation. Now, in a birth chart, I'm going to explain here some of the combinations, and you can check them in your chart, and then you can tell me if this resonates with you, and you can tell me what type of mother-in-law you are going to get. Okay, so this is the birth chart, and you guys know this is the ascendant and this is the seventh house. Now, seventh house is your partner. If you're a boy, it will be a girl for you, and if you're a girl, it will be a boy for you, obviously, right? So seventh house is your partner, and fourth from seventh, that is 1 2 3 4, this is your mother-in-law. Why? Because see, if this is ascendant, this is you. Okay, if the ascendant is you, then fourth from ascendant is your mother in your house. Okay, that is your homeland. Similarly, if seventh house is your partner, here seventh house is your partner, then fourth from seventh is the 10th house, that is your mother-in-law. Okay, so the lord of the fourth house, the 10th house, and the condition of the 10th house, in whole, is going to tell you what kind of mother-in-law you are going to get. Now, if your 10th lord, here it will be moon, you can have to check as per your, so the app name is Kundli, you can just get your birth chart from there. Now you have to check the lord will be moon here for you, it could be anything else. So you have to see how the moon is placed. So if moon is placed in an enemy sign, in an enemy house, okay, then you will get a mother-in-law who is very cheap in her behavior. She'll be very weird kind of a woman who will be always nagging you, who will be always behind you, who will be always there to irritate you. Okay, so here you can see this lady, she has her fourth the 10th house lord, that Dashmesh, in the 8th house, that too exalted. Now you don't have to see that, if your eighth house, if some planet is there and it is exalted, that is not a good good thing, because whenever a planet comes to the eighth house and it is exalted, it will be increasing the effect of that house, and eighth house is the house of obstacles, eighth house is the house of diseases. Okay, eighth house is the house of accidents. So all these things get exalted for you, so these things get very prominent in your life. So this lady, she has problems with her mother-in-law. She's having a very cheap behavior, and she always interrupts between her and her husband's life, to an extent that they are now finally talking of divorce. I mean, the term divorce has come into a married life, so that is so worst. Why that is? Because the 10th house Jupiter is there exalted, but we also have Ketu there. Okay, and then we have the 10th lord moon sitting in the 8th house exalted again, which is 8th house is not a good house. 6 8 and 12 is not good, and if any planet is exalted there, it is going to enhance the effects of that house. Okay, so that is going to increase your problems and not going to decrease your problems. So that is something. Okay, so you have to see if your 10th lord, if it is staying in an enemy house, or if it is debilitated, it is weak, or anything of that sort, then you will get a mother-in-law who is very cheap in behavior. Okay, however, on the contrary, if your 10th lord, suppose the 10th lord is in a friendly house, okay, or if it is in a friendly sign, then you get a mother-in-law who is very powerful. Okay, and she will keep her words, and her behavior will be very good with you. Okay, if not like your real mother, at least she'll be somewhere close to your own real mother. So that is there. Okay, now next, let's talk about some planets. So if your 10th lord, if it is sun, suppose it was 5 here and the 10th lord becomes sun. So if you have your 10th lord as a sun, then your mother-in-law will be a very dictator personality. Why? Because sun is dictatorship, sun is the king, sun is the ruler. So what does a ruler does? They rule on others. Okay, so she will be a dictator kind of personality. She'll be having this ruling kind of an aura to her, and she will not like anybody going against her anytime. So never ever dare to do that. Okay, Now if your 10th lord is moon, or if moon exists in your 10th, so here it is moon, 10th lord is moon, but it is not in a good house. And if moon is sitting in the 10th house, then your mother-in-law will be very polite, very soft speaking, and very caring, okay, if it's in a good dignity. And if moon is very well placed, it is well placed in a good sign, in a good house, then she'll be very professional, and she will always be very very realistic, okay. So she will not be someone who will be just saying something and doing something else. No, her words will match her actions. So that is something. And if moon is debilitated, it is weak, it is aspected by malefics, then your mother-in-law will be someone who will be cheating you emotionally, okay. So emotionally, she will be emotional, but she will be cheating you emotionally, okay. So she will be conning you. So that is something there, okay. Now if your 10th lord is Mars, or Mars is sitting in the 10th house, so suppose this is 1 or 8 here, then 10th lord become Mars, or Mars is sitting here, okay. And if it is in a good sign, good house, then obviously your mother-in-law will be very very tough, like a soldier, because Mars is a soldier. She'll be very good orator, she'll be very good with her communication, she'll be very disciplined, okay, because a soldier is very disciplined, okay. And she'll be very very, I mean, all these things, though she'll be a soldier, she'll be very cutthroat, very straightforward and everything, but that will be in a good sense, okay. And that is going to motivate you also. But if it is malefic, if Mars is malefic, or it is sitting in any wrong house, then she'll be very very rude and very very selfish in nature, okay. So that is there. Now if your 10th lord is Mercury, so suppose we have 3 or 6 written here, or we have Mercury here, and if Mercury is in the own sign, friendly sign, exalted, then obviously your mother-in-law will be chatterbox, okay. She'll be talking a lot, okay. And but that'll be in a good way, and she'll be very very favorable to you, and she will give you all that protection, okay. And if Mercury is weak, it is debilitated, it is aspected by malefics, then that will be always creating some verbal arguments, okay, because Mercury rules communication, and that will be a bad communication. So there will be verbal arguments, there will be she will always try to put all the blame on you, okay. She will always try to prove you as the culprit. So that is something. Now next, if your 10th lord is Jupiter, or if Jupiter is placed in the 10th house, then your mother-in-law will always keep talking about character and philosophy, and she will never be implementing that on herself, okay. She will always tell you, good people do like that, good women do like this, good girls do like this, but she will never be the lady who actually follows those things by herself. She will only be giving philosophy to you. So that is something. But if Jupiter is sitting in a favorable sign, in a favorable house, it is exalted or something, then she will be very caring and very soft hearted too. But if it is malefic, aspected by malefic, debilitated, weak, then what will be happening is she'll be very very sarcastic. Now you can see Jupiter is exalted here, but it is sitting with a malefic and aspected by two malefics, okay. Now this is causing a very very wrong impact here. Though it is exalted, but still this lady's mother-in-law is very very sarcastic, always nagging, always interfering, okay. Now if your 10th lord is Venus, or Venus is sitting in the 10th house, then mother-in-law will be very modern and very fashionable, okay. So she'll be someone who will be actually teaching you fashion, okay. She'll be very modern, very open-minded, okay. If Venus is favorable, then all these things will happen. But if Venus is malefic, okay, then she will hate any kind of modern things. I mean, if you are very modern, she will not like it. She will tell you not to wear this, not to apply makeup, not to do this, not to do that, not to party, not to go out, okay. So she'll be that kind of a woman. But if Venus is exalted in a well placed sign or everything, then she will be one who will be telling you, beta, let's go party, let's go, this the new restaurant is there, or why don't you wear this mini skirt. I mean, she'll be that kind of a lady, okay. Now if you have Saturn as your 10th lord, or if Saturn is sitting in the 10th lord, then she will be very very stubborn and very narrow minded, because Saturn is all about narrow mindedness, shrewdness, okay. She'll be very narrow minded, very stubborn, very old fashioned kind of a woman, okay. But if it is in a favorable sign still, so despite of her nature, she will be very very helpful to you. She will be someone who will be a guiding force to you, okay. But on the other hand, if Saturn is malefic, or it is aspected by malefics, or it is debilitated, it is weak, then she will always keep you busy in a lot of social problems. I mean, she will give you some or the other problem always, and she will keep you busy. Okay, she will give you a lot of work, because what does Saturn does, it makes you work hard. Okay, so she will be making you work hard in unnecessary stuffs, and you will be exhausted. Okay, now if Rahu exists in your 10th house, then your mother-in-law will be lazy and will be always opposing your work. She will always tell you you're not doing good. And if Ketu exists in the 10th house, then your mother-in-law will be always interested in your work. Like in this case, she will be always nagging, always irritating you. Okay, so these are some of the points. I will be discussing some more points. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know if this was good. Then only I will make a second part to it. Take care. If you want to have a personalized reading with me, links are mentioned in the description box below. You guys take care. Bye.